Hello, true believers. It's only time to do another vlog. Excuse that I didn't do a vlog yesterday. I was busy taking care of Hero. He's got his ankle problem. It's his first injury. Yeah, it's been we've been kind of sad this week because we haven't been able to exercise, and maybe next week we can start exercising, maybe just taking walks and see how his ankle's doing. But it's healing fine, so that's what I've been busy doing. But anyway, I got this email like 2 days ago from our friend here. Like I said, use the term loosely here, from Brain Dead, and this was a response to my I quit trading video. Remember, I talked about 15 years ago, I did trading, I did online trading, and I thought it was simple. I buy low, sell high. How hard could it be? The like football or soccer, the game is simple. It's just making it simple is the hard part. But anyway, he responded, and I wanted to give it an appropriate response because everybody seems to enjoy these brain dead emails. So here's what he wrote. As a response to my I Quit Trading video. He says, Google is teaching ESL to medical professionals. He says, I got the background, the experience, the degrees in the language. He says, I know an EMT where he's making $35 an hour teaching Japanese to pre-med students. He started at 20, but it was at 35 in a year, all through Paymaya. Now, my response to this is, I did have, it's not like I didn't try it. I remember when I first came here to the Philippines, I just wanted to, I wanted to do something online for just to have something to do. Just and want to make some money on the side, make some pocket money on the side. And I did apply for these teaching jobs, these online, okay, what can I do online? And I said, okay, you know what? I'm pretty good at teaching. I can talk the talk. So why don't I teach English? Might as well just to have something to do. I was gonna do it as a hobby, and if I made a few bucks, and if I made a few contacts, made a few leads, no problem. And I applied for several of these places while I was just like looking for something to do online. And one of them actually gave me an interview, but it ended up declining me anyway. I went pretty as so I applied to a few places, and one did give me an interview. I was like this, a video conferencing with them, and at the end of the day, they just decided not to hire me, which is fine. It wasn't that much. I think it started off at like five back then. It was like 15 years ago. It was like $5 an hour. So I said, never mind, I'll just start something else. And lo and behold, that's when bebotsonly started. If they hired me, I probably would have been teaching English online right now, but it wasn't. Why they didn't hire me? Like he said, I had the qualifications, I had the language, I even did the video conferencing. What the person or whoever was made the decision why they didn't want to hire me is, I don't know. I could guess, okay? Because usually when they're hiring somebody that speaks English, they probably want somebody that looks like that somebody speaks English. Like, compared to me, I sound like I speak English, but I don't look like I speak English. So I assume that these people are paying a lot of money, and I don't and I don't assume that if my English proficiency was fine, if they're looking for native speakers, maybe they're looking for something that also looks native in America. I mean, you can take your guesses, but so from then on, I just said, never mind. So I never looked into teaching English after that. And the problem with these kind of things is it's always a friend. When I made that video, I want to know what you're doing. We know Brain Dead is doing things illegal. He's not supposed to be selling books or selling any products while he's on his tourist visa over here. But me, as a legal citizen, as a legal dual citizen, because I'm a natural born citizen over here, then I am legal to do anything I want here, just as long as it's legal. So that's how that's segued into bebotsonly, as you can see where it is now. Now, is it a complete failure? You can make arguments one way or another. You know, it was as an experience. It was, if that's what if that's what we're at, then yes, it's an experience. So the problem with this is it's always a friend, and these online, it's like everybody's looking for a job right now. That's why I'm asking, okay, who's got the lead, who's got the inside? I don't need any of these, oh, I know a friend who has a friend who has a friend who's doing it, because everybody lies about when it comes to money, or it comes to making money or how they made money. So it's always, I don't need any of these stories, well, I have a friend who's doing this, who's doing that. I need actual people that are actually making money online. So I wanted to share my experience. I did apply for it a long time ago, and I was like $5 an hour. But I said if I did it 3 or 4 hours a day, it was like $20. That's a lot of money. That's more than anybody would make over here, and that will give me something to use. But like I said, I did a video conference, did a video interview, and I didn't get the job. So I said no big deal. Let's start Bevels only. So imagine if it's like $20, $35 an hour, how many people are applying for the job? Unless you have some kind of inside track, there's no way I am going to get the job. So again, I repeat, if you have something, so number one, I'm not going to sell some ebook that talks about, makes lies about the Philippines, especially from this guy. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about, or some kind of bachelor course. Who would sign up for number one, only a moron would make a bachelor course, and number two, only a bigger moron would make a bachelor. And another interesting thing about this email is what's interesting is he's actually watching my videos on a on a regular basis, if he's watching that. So you can imagine he's probably looking for, okay, is it what is it about me or anything like that. So that's so I don't know how to interpret it one way or another, why this person, it's like, if you're watching this stuff, if you're listening to it, I assume, all right. And if you want to make amends, you start by saying, okay, we're going to go on your channel and we're going to go on a live stream and we're going to talk about the video that you made. You made this video. It's like, you're so brave, you're so strong, you're so manly when the person's in prison. But let's talk about the video now on your live stream, on your channel, like you did. Of course, you're a coward. we know that you're one of the biggest cowards. You're so brave when, like, even the limey knows that, oh, he's that twit in the back that starts a fight, but when the brawl actually starts, he's all the way in the back. Same thing here. Okay, now I'm out of prison. Now you want to talk about me on your channel? Why don't you talk about me now that I'm out of prison, and and invite me over to your channel so we could talk about it. Another interesting thing is, from what I know or from what I see from the thumbnails, I haven't seen the video yet. I wanted to look into it fresh. Was that he got personal pictures? See, that's what kind of worries me. Where did he get these personal pictures from? Because they're not public, they're private, and somebody that has access to, probably, I assume, my guess is that somebody was in the inside group, or one of the friends that could see our pictures and was able to download it. So this person, so put yourself in this person's mind. Okay, so the whole news came out. It's like, oh, I want to embarrass them more. I want to humiliate him more. I want to include his family also. So let me give it to this guy. Let me give it to Brain Dead. So these are private pictures. I know these are private pictures. These are not public pictures. Even Brain Dead knows they're not public pictures. They're private. So they're only for friends only, because I would never make them public. But he decides to make them public. That's why he deserves to go to prison and talk about it. And when he first made the video, he didn't blur out the faces. There's people that said, yeah, that he didn't blur out the faces. He broke the law by doing that. So he wanted to bring my family in. Now he has his own family. Not that I would wish anything like that would happen to him, but what goes around comes around. We know that, Brain Dead. So that's something that's probably interesting, is like, who is this person? So that's why you need to be careful about who your friends are. They pretend that they're your friends, but they're actually a bunch of backstabbers, and this is it also. This is Brain Dead. He's probably the king of the backstabbers. This is the last person you should trust based on his actions. So why? Several reasons. He came here, he was stuck with this kind of messed up teeth person that he found online. And then I probably should do a video on one of these days about, like, his old videos when they were talking about the relationship, how wonderful it is. But really what he was doing is what he was saying on the outside, but on the inside, he's saying that, oh, I'm actually cheating on her. I'm actually just using her. I'm just like paying her off to live with me, but I'm actually still cheating on her and she's gonna leave me. Filipinas, once they commit to you, they don't leave you unless you kick them out. So that's what. So all that time he was just using her, and he was already cheating on her. So that's probably. And he came on my channel to talk about that and said that I cheated on her. And he's such the biggest liar. He's saying, "Oh, she's the most wonderful thing. She's the most beautiful thing that ever happened to me." But look at this one. Look at this upgrade. That one was too old. And that's why his new girl that I assume, or he met her at a bar, unless somebody she's a girl at a bar and trapped him with a baby. So it's a girl. So I assume if they're not going to have another one, if he does have another one, maybe karma's a bitch and give him another girl. And his lineage will be wiped out after one generation. His name, his lineage, he's no longer, the brain dead lineage is dead. It's which is good. Everybody knows the world is a better place. Less brain deads, more Filipinos. And even if it is Jejemons. Or maybe somebody can come along and do to his daughter what he did to the person that trapped him. Everybody's saying, "Oh, that's terrible." It's like you want his daughter to marry a 60-year-old senior, 70-year-old senior, whatever their age gap is. It's probably like 30 or 40 years, which is less than the girls that I. So let's not be hypocritical about it, because age is constant. They'll all grow older. They all grow older. The age gap is consistent. So why isn't it good enough for the mom to marry like a 40, 50-year-old? Now, I'm not saying that's wrong or not, but there's going to be some people that are going to say that's politically correct. What do you want that for his daughter? What do you want a braid dead? I know I wouldn't. If I had a daughter, I wouldn't want a braid dead in my family, especially a 60-year-old, unless, of course, we could all say the reason why. But anyway, that's the update. I probably want to say, hey, I appreciate the commentary, and you're following my videos regularly, but like I said, I need first-hand knowledge how people are doing it versus this a friend of a friend, and I said my experience about it already. But anyway, that's my vlog. Let me know what you think. I'm still researching. I still end up thinking going back to trading, and then there's some things that I'm thinking about trading, and there's Forex, there's crypto, there's equity. So I need somebody who has firsthand knowledge. None of these, a friend of a friend of a friend. And if it is that lucrative, imagine how many people are applying it for now, especially during this pandemic times where everybody's out of work and everybody's looking for something that they could do at home. This is pretty much, even if you Google it, there's going to be 50 million people waiting in line, all applying for the same job, and that's not going to help me. Anyway, this is Bebotsonly. That's the update. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Thanks for watching.